That's an interesting story right there, my man. But before I'll come back to you, man. Let me talk to my boy.
I had no idea. You live in your best, prepare for the worst. Cali go make me know it's a must. Then I succeed, they know I'm a boss. We know my mind and me team not the loss. Me team not the loss, 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 me team not the loss.
Yo, it's your boy Biggie, man. Welcome to the very first episode of AfroAussie Podcast. So basically what we want to do today, I got my boy here, Chocolate City. I'll let him introduce himself.
Oh, go by the number Chocolate Drop. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks. On my left-hand side, I got my boy, Dopeii, my day one.
Shoulda. What's going on, people? Big
Yeah.
Dope in the building. Coming to you live.
That's my man right there. So basically, I got you guys here today just to explain how we came about setting up this podcast. You know, you know me for a very long time. You know me for a very, very long time. You guys know I'm a very big on perfection. And it's been a while. We've been trying to put a platform together where we can express ourselves, you know. There's a lot of different narrative out there about us coming to this part of the world, what we've done, what we've achieved, and the place where we are. You know what I mean? So basically, I just want to have a chat with you guys about the perspective, how you see everything moving. And this is going to be fun, man. So let's just have fun with it. You know, no pressure.
No pressure. Pressure not easy. What is pressure?
Yeah, so basically, during COVID, I was home, I was just bored. Started watching TV and I started people doing podcasts. I'm like, this is something that would be nice for me to do. But then I also realized with the whole George Floyd thing that happened in America, that was a turning point for me about us black people, you know. I mean, a lot of people probably forgot that incident actually did happen, but we're at the point where I felt like we need to tell our story, which is why I wanted to create this platform. This is not just for me. This is for everyone in the community. If you want to come in here and do something, you just need to let us know. So I guess this is the reason, and this is how this came to be. But I thought there's no better way to kick this off than to have my day one people around me so we can really talk about what we're doing. We're going to bring up more guests, and these faces will be here all the time anyway. So you guys are always welcome to come through. So Choc City, talk to me about the DJ business, how it's going, where it came from, how we started, and how we here, man.
Damn.
Start with the name Choc City, man.
Choc City. My ex-wife gave me that name.
I see.
I was so surprised.
So you were baptized by your ex-wife?
Bruh. And you know the funny thing is, the first time I played in Melbourne,
Yeah.
there's this girl that's like, I've been hearing this name, Chocolate Drop. Like,
the name traveled before the person. Wow.
I'm telling you, 100%.
I didn't even...
Like, there are people who knows the name, Chocolate Drop, but like...
You didn't know?
They don't know the face.
Yeah. Nah, that's true.
Until the day they see the face, they'll be like, oh. And then that day, she's like, oh, damn.
Good damn?
Good damn.
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 I see. Okay.
But then, I wasn't damn.
Okay. So
Because the ex-wife was right there.
Okay. I see.
So just take the compliment off
100%.
we go.
And then
That's
walk
it.
away with it.
That's
100%.
it.
Okay. So the name is being big. But what made it big? How did we get to this big name?
From, I think, Karoma Club.
All right.
Because that club, me and my ex-wife was running it in Melbourne.
I didn't know you run a club, man.
100%.
Never got an invite, bro. But we'll talk about that later.
Me too, man.
It was, back then it was Karoma Club and SOA
Oh, okay.
in Melbourne. That's when Chocolate Drop was already out there.
Yeah.
Was already out there, like something like the box. Chocolate Drop started the box.
Club
Freaky
Coco.
Sunday, Club Coco, like
So the name has been traveling, but that's where you have your own home. That was your home.
100%. Melbourne is my city.
Yeah. And that's the Karama
Chocolate
Club.
City.
The Karama, that's why I call you Chocolate City, by the way, just to let you know. That's why I call you Chocolate City. I don't call you Drop, because you ain't dropping for me, man. You're a city. Yeah, so I'll come back to you, Chocolate. Let me talk to my boy here. Dope.
Yeah. The prodigal son. What's going on?
Dr. Ross. So Dopeii is my nephew. We've been around for quite a while, but then when I was on the street and he's not allowed to be
I was
on
developing.
the street. He was in development.
I was on the streets. I
He
was
was in
developing.
training.
Now we're on the streets together.
So when you get to 18, that's where we really connected. So he comes to the house, we talk about everything. Like I'm talking about deep things. Me and this man, he's younger than me, but the level of respect I have for this man is different because when we talk like adults. And when we go out, when we play like there's always that mutual respect. You know what I mean? There's a high level of respect, which is, I think that's some of the things that some people miss. And then that's when you have conflict with young guys being friends with older guys in the African community. Because everybody, you gotta call me uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, there's a boundary, but also the line is invisible. You don't see it.
You don't see it.
But it's there.
100%.
But we also make sure we maintain that on both sides. So
Definitely.
when the man hit 18, I'm not gonna get to that part yet. I'm gonna save that for later. But so we really started hanging out and then talking, and so Dopeii talked to us.
Yeah. Nah. First of all, before we kick off, give shout out to you. This is, I'm gonna lie, like this is one of his dreams. Like I said, we talk about it, and it's respect from obviously being my uncle and me being his nephew. Like in the community, in the African community, a lot of people don't see this as like a relationship. We think like someone's older than you, like it has to be respect is not given, it's earned. Like it doesn't matter what age you are. But I think that's one thing we're lacking in the African community. Yeah. Like when someone's older than you, to automatically have to you automatically respect them. It doesn't mean you don't, but it's how they treat you. That's how you continue to respect them. That's the value that we get missing. But I just want to say a big shout out to you. You deserve this. Because I know it's been in the pipeline for a minute.
Right, it's been forever, man. 6 years in the making.
It's been in the pipeline, so it's good to see one of your creations, imaginations become a reality. You know what I mean?
There's more.
It's really, really good. We've been talking about this. We've traveled the world together. While we're in the plane, talked about this, how we're going to create it. And the fact that me and you are sitting here
doing it
in
right
our
now.
first day, talking, doing it, it shows that, just got to lock in people.
And the funny thing is, he wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I wasn't supposed to be here today. I always show up out of nowhere. That's what I'm good at. They call me Houdini. In the family, they don't invite me, but I will be there. But anyways, yeah, that's for you, man. So
thanks, my man.
Big shout out to Unc for making this happen. Yeah, man, I go by Dopeii. That's we don't go good government's name, but Dopeii. Yeah. I don't even know. Dopeii came about in a weird way, but yeah. Go by Dopeii, part-time athlete. Part-time, everything, man.
Part-time now? I thought you were full-time.
I do it. Too many things to count.
You are in season.
I am in season. So, I do too many things. I wear too many hats. I think that's my problem. I need to slow down. But yeah, track and field is my sport. I started off playing soccer, obviously, with Unc. And then I drifted to doing track. Fall in love with it at the age of 16. I'm not telling you how old I am now, but I've been doing it for over 10 years. It's a very disciplined sport. I think when I was young, I was getting in trouble a lot. So I think finding track, because it's
running from the
transit
offices.
the transit officers, the men in blue, stuff like that. I think track is a very disciplined sport. It's a very self-taught and it's a very selfish sport. So if you don't put in, you don't get out. So I think when I was playing football, it's a team sport. So I can walk, I can take a piss, I can not show up for training, and I can still play. But with track, if I don't go training, I don't run fast. I'm not going to blame anybody but myself. So I think that's where that discipline came about for me personally, where like I turned my life around a bit and started like getting in less in trouble and putting my attention in something that I knew I was good at. So that's why I'm here, man. But that's me.
That's good, man. I got a lot of things to talk about. Don't worry, man. But I'll get to you guys later. So Chuck City, you was living in Sydney, right? You remember back in the days, the G Unit boys, right?
It's got 4 passports and we have 7 states.
So I remember back in the days, the whole G Unit, when music was music. Because nowadays music, I don't know what it is, but it's still music. But back in the days, you guys, the whole crew, your crew was more about the G Unit and all that type of stuff. And I know you really liked music back then in heavy cars, right? But one thing I noticed over the years, you transitioned from heavy cars to music and business. We'll get to that later. So how did you go from liking music to now playing music for people to dance? Because don't forget, before you become a DJ, somebody was playing music for you. Yep. Now your job is much more harder because you need to pick songs for 300-400 people in a club. So tell me what the difference is.
You see, back then, being a DJ, you just play.
Yeah. All the music were good anyway.
They were good. Definitely. 100%. They
And
were good.
less music to choose from.
Oh, man. The same rhythm.
Yeah. That's right.
So now, to be a good DJ, you need to be able to read the crowd.
I was gonna ask that. I was like, how do you differentiate? Because you play. Obviously, age is a factor. Maybe you go to like a level where the crowd is a little bit more older, and then you go somewhere where it's like my age or younger. How do you find the level of like what do you think that these people want to hear today? How do you get to that level?
You have to be in their vibe.
Okay.
Because I know when we're in the club, right? I know you're playing DJ because I'll come there and disturb you, right? That's just what I do because you're my guy and I love the game. But I see you dancing to your own music, right?
Yep.
So you play music not just for the people, but you play music for yourself. But also you got to make sure the people out there you're trying to entertain are entertained, right? So when you get in that zone, when you jam into the music, how do you read the crowd when you are jamming to the music? Because I've seen you jam to some song, you don't even give a fuck about who's listening. You're just like, I'm here, I'm partying too. I'm playing all this good music. I need to get some of this good music myself.
Of course. What do you think?
So how do you go from being able to read the crowd from being in that zone with you partying with them pretty much, but you have to go back there and change the music and keep the flow going?
There's one thing you need to be good at, being a DJ.
Let out a secret.
Multitask.
Okay, I'll see you.
That's true, man. Because there's too much
Listen.
buttons on that thing, man.
Read. At the same time, think.
Yeah. That's the only way it's going to work anyway.
100%. And don't forget to have fun.
Yeah. Because I've seen some DJs in the club and they don't even dance. They're just that. Like,
And why are you
just-
being a DJ?
Just play music.
For what? Why are you being a DJ?
That's something
That's
you
the
don't like.
question.
Hobby.
You have to move. You have to move with the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Mr. Dopeii Dope. I remember a time.
After this, maybe me too, man. My bad.
I remember this guy one time. You was in the UK, trying to really up your game in terms of being a professional athlete, and you was in the UK for quite a long time. What was the transition as a child, going from Australia where you have everyone around you,
Mate.
and then going into
You
the
want to
UK?
open that can of worms?
Give us something.
Okay,
So what
okay.
was it like that transition?
I give you legal stuff. It was crazy. It was a shock. Like you just said, imagine like I'm here, mom's here, dad's here, uncle's here, everyone's here.
Yeah.
And then you just pack your bag, like one-way ticket. You're like,
Lone wolf.
yeah. I think, to be honest, like I felt like I'm similar to him. We have so much family, but we strive to be our own person.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, I felt like if I did not do that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like, it's part of my journey that I didn't even create. It was created for me. I just did it. Because it just came about.
But you have to adapt to it.
You know what I mean? It just came about out of nowhere. It wasn't something that I was in school thinking, I'm going to move to the UK. No. It was like, I didn't have no idea. Something happened, a light bulb hit, and I'm like, I told my mom, she laughed in my face. I had to lie to mom, actually. I told her I was going for school. But I didn't show her no paperwork.
Damn. I hope your mama is not watching this.
Nah, don't worry, she knows now.
That secret is
Because
gone now,
she
man.
wasn't going to let her 18-year-old son move across the globe to become a
Foreign
professional
country.
athlete.
100%.
You know what I mean? And there's,
What was the training like in the UK and compared to Australia? What you used to?
it's different. It's intense. We wake up like 6 a.m. It's like school. We're basically at the track from 9 to 3 every day.
So pretty much like an academy.
Yeah, every day. With like guys like this is like you're training with world champions, Olympic champions, and you see them like you can't be starstruck because you're in their midst. So you can't be like, oh my God, I'm a fan. When I was here, I was a fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I was fanboying everybody. But when you're in that moment, there's
You
no
guys are all
time to
the same.
fanboy. It's like a shark looking for like a fish. When you're the fish, you need to become the shark.
Oh.
So I was like, I have to switch on and not be like, oh, like you said, Bo, oh, this or that. Like it's a constant switch. So I think the first time I got there, like it's a place called Lee Valley where most of the British athletics people train. The first time I got there, like I can't lie, I fan big time. Because everybody that I was watching on TV, World Champs, Olympics, Commonwealth, you name it, track meets, they were all there training. I'm like, fuck, I'm
So you're
here.
like the mecca of
Like
athletics.
this is like, I was like, oh my God, like,
You see,
and then,
you see that feeling that you got?
Yeah.
That's the same feeling that I got my first time playing at the club.
it's crazy. It's unexplainable.
Yeah.
And one of my training partners was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I can't believe I'm here." Obviously, he lives there, grew up there, he knows his people, and I tell you a true story. There's an athlete called Dina Asher Smith. Beautiful,
I know Asher Smith.
beautiful woman. Oh my God.
Nah. My guy talk now.
Oh, the day I met Dina, man. Oh. Yo,
She's still on the track. She's still
yeah,
running.
she was going in to get treatment. I think she was injured. And I was just staring, bro. And then one of my training partners just gave me a shout. He's like, "What are you looking at?" I was like, "Dina's fine."
Athletes.
And then he's like, "Yo, Dina." He just literally shouted, "Yo, Dina." And she came across. I froze.
Or do good about
I tell you, I froze. I was like,
Damn.
I was like, I didn't even know what to say. It's like, "Oh yeah, this is my boy, da da da. He's from Australia, you know." And he's like, "Oh hey, how are you?"
So hold up, wait. You froze, or you
I
froze?
froze. Like, bro, I had this girl as my screensaver. I can't lie.
So you saw screensaver live.
Yeah, we get reality.
So screensaver came to life.
Yeah, that song. Would you be my screensaver?
Screensaver came to life.
But seriously, I came to life because I remember when I was watching her in under 20s World Championships. That's when I was like,
Yeah, she's
was
been around
there.
for a while, man.
So I had her as my screensaver, and then
So
the
you
fact
pretty
that,
much seen your crush.
yeah, she was my crush. I can't lie. What?
And the only thing you say just hi.
I think I just waved. You
didn't even say hi. You just.
It was crazy, man.
That's crazy.
So
But-
you were in the midst of all these great athletes. So what did you learn from, like watching all these people and seeing what they do, how they do the thing? What did you learn from all that experience?
It's one thing, like I said before, track and field or athletics is a very selfish sport. That's one thing I learned. Like, you have to be selfish in that game to be successful. Like, take Bolt, for example. Everybody sees the 10 seconds glamour, but for 10 years, he's been working hard.
Yep.
Nobody was there with him. It's just him and his coach. Even the coach can't do the sessions, bro. They just say, "You go and do it." This guy will be half dead on the floor. He'll come back the next day, but he's walking towards something. And then when he gets to the track, you're only there for what? 10 seconds, 11 seconds?
Yeah.
That's literally it. So I think it's a very selfish sport, but selfish in a good way. Not selfish in a bad way.
But it's an individual sport anyway, so you
Yeah,
have
so
to be selfish.
it teaches you that discipline. Like, I learned that everybody there their mindset was different. They were like trying to get better or trying to make the next thing or trying to become the next thing. Because in the UK, they're sponsored by Lotto, which is like a betting company, right?
Yeah.
So they have like 200-300 athletes in the pool, and like everybody
to get
wants to
your own
be
contract.
in that Lotto pool.
And everybody wants to get their own.
Everybody
their own
wants to get the
contract.
Nike contract, the Asics, the Adidas. You get that if you run the times that you're supposed to run. So you know what I mean? So it was just like, but there's also guys that I know that they're good. You know, in every sport you get the flashy guys that
So you
come
got the
in.
Andre
the
deGrasse
cocky ones.
Yeah, the guy that
cocky
come in with
ones.
the
Degrassi
AMG
type of people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the grass is cool, but you got the guys like that come in with the AMG, and you know, and all the girls obviously like, "Oh my God, that's this guy." Especially when you go like, let's say for example, you go like, because we travel, it's Europe, like,
Oh, yeah.
catch Euros for 2 hours. You're in London, you're in flipping Paris, you're doing meets across Europe, right? So you go, maybe you run fast in like Germany, obviously, you know, come back to training, everybody knows about it. So it's like, you're the man, like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this guy," like all the girls, track girls are fine, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Boy. But rule number 1, don't date a track girl. Cause it's not pretty, but track girls are fine, man.
Alright.
Cause I think I learned how to be selfish in a good way.
Yeah.
I think I learned, especially being a young 18-year-old, I think I learned how to be. This is why I've built resilience, because it's like after training, I had nothing. Like, everybody there was brought up there, grew up there, had things to go.
So you had to catch up
Yeah,
with the culture
UK is
first.
different from Australia. Australia, you can move in today and tomorrow your next door neighbor is your best friend. It's not the same as the UK. The UK, if you don't grow up there, it's not easy to make friends. Not easy at all. Like, it's very, very much hard. And I think obviously the influence of what happens outside of track world is different from what happens inside of track world. Because there's a lot, let's talk about it. There's a lot of crime there, and there's a lot of violence there with the young men and all that stuff. And trust me, if you don't lock in, you get sucked into that. So it's a very it's yo, you don't. Boss, nah, it was scary, man. I can't even speak about it.
Let me talk to my
Let
boy
me have a
Chalk City.
breather.
So, Chalk City, I remember one time, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had a very successful business in Melbourne, right?
Brisbane.
Brisbane is what is Mr. Ferry
Yeah,
Floss.
I told you 4
Did you move it
passports.
to? Did you move it to Melbourne, or you didn't move it to Melbourne?
Bro, I did move to
You moved to
Melbourne.
No, you moved the business to Melbourne as well.
No, I didn't.
So the Floss started in Brisbane, it died in Brisbane.
Started in Brisbane, died in Brisbane.
All right, talk to me about it, because I remember a time that thing was very successful. Because I know people, they talk to me. You know this guy, Mr. Fury Floss. I'm like, who's this? This guy's got a new name again. so how did you go about going from a DJ to starting a business like that, and how did you gain that success in a short period? But I mean, this is not a good thing to say, but how did you let it die, man?
Okay, that started like during my coming up as a DJ.
Yeah.
And then it was so funny. It was my ex-wife idea.
Okay.
Ex-wife had a lot of ideas, man.
Bro, 100%. Okay. It was her idea. She goes to me one day. She's like, I'm so bored at home. I'm like, what do you mean you're bored at home? She's like, I want to do something. I want to sell fairy floss. I want to sell cotton candy. I'm like, for what? I'm like, I'm making this amount of money. Like, why do you want to go strain yourself to sell that?
Yeah.
There's nothing you're going to get out of it.
That's what you saw.
That 100%. And then she's like, oh, you know female now.
I don't know. Tell me.
The house started going up. Oh, I want to do it. I'm like, okay, fine. And then we started from a Kmart.
Yeah.
So you bought like the stuff from Kmart.
A Kmart Fair Floss machine.
That's a cheap machine too.
Like $20.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna put a price on it, but
100. No, it's
It's your
$20.
business.
Like you have to start somewhere in business.
yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, sometimes people do business and then they come and then they lie to how much they spend to start because they don't want the next person to start. So that's
But that's being greedy.
being realistic. We gotta be real to each other, man, because we have
Yeah.
a very small community, and if we're not real, we're not gonna go anywhere.
100%.
Yeah. So then you got the $20 machine, and then you started making how much money you started making your first run?
She's like, I drop her to the market. She's like, go home. I don't want you here. I don't want bad energy.
Because you didn't believe in it.
I didn't believe it. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you're just gonna come home with just chicken chain. And then she finished. She got home, $300. I was like, God damn.
The first day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was like, what? Just for selling sugar. And then the name was Flossing Fairy Candy.
Okay. And then when you jump,
Catch it.
And then I jumped into it. And then we decided to change the name to Mr. Fairy Floss.
and it was going big, man.
And it was like, if you go to Brisbane, you have to go to 8th Street Market and see Mr. Fairy Floss.
Okay, so how did you let it die, man? Why didn't you move with it?
Well, I would say because I was going after my trade.
Okay, so you went after your passion
Yes.
because it wasn't something that you wanted to do. So the money was there, but
The money
love
was
wasn't
there.
but the love wasn't there.
The love wasn't there, but the money was good.
So you followed your heart. not
Like,
the
I
money.
literally quit my day job.
So that became your day job.
That
You went
became
from a
my day
side
job.
hustle to main hustle.
How much is one ferry? I'm just doing math in my head. How much was one if you're making 300 a day?
Dopeii flows.
All
I
right.
tell you, man, I'm going to put me on.
In Brisbane,
Yeah.
they have 8th Street Market. Goes for Fridays and Saturday.
So 3 days.
Friday and Saturday.
Oh,
just
2
the,
days.
just the
sorry.
weekend, yeah.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
So Friday, which is like, okay, I will literally make at least like 1,500.
So how many hours were you spending there? Like
6 hours.
So you created it became a business, everything. Like logo, everything was sorted.
Bro, it was...
It was
Massive.
big, man.
It was
I'm talking-
big.
I know people that were telling me, "Oh, do you know me?" I'm like, "Who is this?" And, oh, yeah, that's my guy.
Bro,
Nah,
it was big. It was big
bigger
in
than
Brisbane.
chocolate drop. It was
So
bigger
how much
than
was one?
chocolate drop.
How much was one stick of sugar?
So the normal steak, which is just like the A4 paper, we roll it,
Yeah.
and then like
So that's how you
like-
learn how to roll things.
Yeah. That's how I know how to roll.
That's how I did.
Yeah.
The skills are rolling.
That's it, rolling. So you started rolling, making money rolling.
So
And
just
now you're
that
losing money
stick,
rolling.
that stick alone is just $5.
All right.
Ah.
And kids love sugar, man.
Not just kids.
Huh?
Not just kids.
Yeah, adult eating sugar
Adults.
like that.
And the good thing about it, like, she will go to the market. One day she goes to me, why do you always bring like 1,500 home? Or sometimes $2,000? Like,
Let's get more.
she's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, nah, there's something fishy about it. And she's like, okay, she's gonna go do it. I'm like, okay, go. She went there the Friday. She returned back with $300.
Same Friday.
The same Friday.
So it's not like a different days, right? So you can't really say it's
Yeah.
apples and bananas.
I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. I goes, okay, it's Friday, it's a bit quiet and all that. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a go Saturday. Saturday, 600. I'm like, okay, not bad. I goes, okay, next week I'll give it a go. She's like, I want to see how you're gonna do it. And then she saw the magic.
what's the magic?
The magic
What is the
is-
magic?
You rub sugar on your body.
Nah, you gotta flirt.
So you're selling to women,
Right.
not men. As she was.
I was flirting with the women, everybody, like not the men,
No,
but the women. And then she just like,
that's not acceptable.
so that's how you do it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with it.
and I'll do
As
mine.
long as the money come home to me, you can do your thing.
Yeah, but that's a good business strategy.
So how did you let it slip away, man?
Okay, well,
I know you started saying you follow your passion and but
100%.
There's money to be made. Like a lot of people are stuck into jobs they don't like. We've been doing it for 20, 25, 30 years, man. So how did you really decide to pull the plug on this thing?
Okay, well, it's funny. I studied manufacturing engineering.
I know.
Yeah.
And you were doing cars as well at the time.
Yeah. And then I goes to myself, I want to go further with my welding career.
So you want to change the narrative.
Yeah. So like, I want to learn how to weld underwater.
Yeah. And I remember
you wanted to build,
doing the,
like, you know,
the diving thing, man.
the people that build the harbor bridge.
My nigga's a diver too.
Diver? Have you swim?
He dive in the ocean.
You swim?
You might put diving gear, man. This man be doing diving gear, man.
I have a full diving qualification. Deep sea diving.
If we ever do like a sea thing, this ferry, what do they call it?
No, we'll go see Coach in Sierra Leone. We'll make you a lifeguard.
So I was like,
So you want to switch it up?
I want to like, because back then in my head, I'm like, all my friends were like, bro, what are you doing? You know, color and water doesn't match.
That's true, man.
And
We don't float. We just sink.
That's fact.
That's why you did diving.
the advanced level, I was the only Africans there.
In the
The
advanced.
only African guy.
Yeah.
The advanced level. Everybody was just white, Aussie. They're like, they're just
you
looking
don't-
at me like,
You don't need to explain to me. We have
no,
been there
no.
before. So
They're just looking at me like, bro,
who's this guy?
who's this guy?
Why are you here?
Why? That's the question.
Yeah, that's always a question we get. Why are you
But
here?
the scary thing about it, the advanced level, you have to go all the way inside the ocean.
Huh?
Like they literally take you in and you just
Bruh.
go down
You
That's
just do the
crazy.
backflip
off the boat.
off the boat.
Like the movies.
Yeah, off the boat.
You're doing
You don't
Jean-Claude
just
Van
jump
Damme-
like
you're doing
that.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
Nah,
business.
Because how much is the weight? Like how much is the weight of the oxygen tank and all that stuff? Like the gear alone, roughly.
Let me say, the vest alone, the weight vest, because according to your weight, the fatter you are, the more weight they give you.
Yeah, because it's gonna push you down further.
Yes. Because back then I used to go to the gym like I was really bulk. So like I have to carry like 2 weight belts.
Wow.
Then with the tank, you are walking around with it, it's heavy. But when you go under the water,
it's like
can
you
lift
just
You
carry
can lift the
nothing.
whole house in the
Yeah.
water. Put the house in the water. I'll be Superman.
But the good thing about it, when you go underwater, you forget about land.
I can't even imagine it.
Bro, I don't like.
I'm too
I don't like the
claustrophobic,
water.
man.
I don't
Oh,
like
really?
The water that
Yeah,
way,
man.
I don't like the water that way, man.
I don't even
wanna see
like
where
flying. Like in the airplane,
Man, water
alone
don't have
is a
branches.
problem.
You can't hang.
When I started this diving,
Concrete.
the most scariest thing happened to me
Okay.
at the advanced level. There was a tiger shark was swimming behind me.
Guy.
Bro,
Tiger
I literally pee myself.
Why you gotta say this public, man?
I gotta say it.
You should have told me off ear, man.
Nah, it was so
Tiger
scary.
shark?
Tiger
Nah,
shark.
It was me. Where am I? How do you even start running?
You can't
Where?
wrestle. That's the problem.
Where do you
See,
go?
the water in the land is different movement.
So like you just don't have to move.
So that's why they tell you guys to just
Yes,
stay still.
just stay still. Like you just right at the bottom of the ocean.
Like, guy, there's nobody next to you.
Like heads up is just water.
And wait,
Well,
so
you
they
don't
didn't
see
even know
anything.
like that was gonna happen.
No,
I can't tell.
you can't tell.
Set up.
How is
Yeah,
this?
only
I
black guy.
I chopped the black man for dinner.
Only black
I
guy
chopped
that's
the
there.
black man for dinner.
And the first time he jumps in, the tiger shark comes. Nah. Set up.
My man was looking for black meat.
But water
I
is
was
very
suing the diving company.
water is very heavy.
Yeah. So that's the transition. So you wanted to follow your passion, and you felt like that's what you needed to do.
That's what I needed to do. And then I end up moved to Melbourne
Yeah.
to work for South Holland.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the biggest truck company in Melbourne.
Yeah.
That's where I start my very heavy gauge welding.
So you did the job, the trade that you wanted to do. You end up pursuing it, and you end up getting a big job. And that's a win. That's a win-lose situation. But at the same time, you fulfill a dream that you wanted to achieve.
100%.
That's a good thing. Dopeii dope, man. So I remember the first time I told Dopeii I was in Freetown when I went back home after work.
This guy, man, he's gonna bring
10
up.
years, 10 years. So this
Hey,
man,
anything he says, full disclosure.
I came back.
There's no evidence.
I came back to Australia, and I was telling this man, I'm like, Africa is great, Africa is good. I'm like, you gotta go back home. He's like, boss, I went there. The first time we went there, he was really sick. Because I saw him, he was sick. He was really young, he was really sick. But I spent the whole time in the city. I was staying in the city. So I was going out. And then I told him that. He's like, oh, man, I got bad experience. And then I said, nah, when you go to Freetown, when you go to Sierra Leone or Freetown, you can't stay away from where the fun is. So I remember me and this man started planning this trip. And this man did something that I'd never seen him do before.
That's why.
This guy have a whole itinerary of what he's supposed to do when we get to Freetown.
Damn.
And me, I'm sitting there watching him write all these things. I want to do this, I want to do this.
Bucket list.
I got wait for it. So we go, and then he'll come, boss. I want to do this. And me, I sit there, I just watch him. I just let him talk. Let him enjoy his moment. Because when you get there, it's different. And then we got to Freetown. And then when we got there, this man like, I don't want to drive. That's the first thing he said to me, because everybody says that.
Because I was like, bro.
He's like, the way, like, boss, I don't want to drive.
You know how road rage we have here?
And I got in, the driver came, I said, give me the car keys. He go, boss, you the driver? Like, just give me the keys, man. I wiggle my way around Freetown and get home. And I was supposed to go pick up some stuff that we sent to Freetown with mums and pops, right? And then we went, and I'm like, we have to take 2 cars. We have to take 2 cars because we had a lot of stuff. And this man, I said, you have to drive. But you know what's funny? They was driving like an old Ford. I'm like, you know what? You can drive the Jeep. Because I know when you drive big cars in Freetown, the other cars are scared of you because it's an expensive car. So people are scared of hitting you. I'm like, you drive that car, and I'll drive the other car, and we'll meet there. And then this man drove on a Sunday when there was not many people on the road. And we got there, we got all the stuff, and we got back home. This man don't want to give the car anymore. This man don't want to drive. This man drove one time and did not stop driving. This man he became a GPS. So this man knew Freetown more than me. I'm like, what the? So tell me what, firstly, why were you so scared of driving? And then second, when you drove the first time, what made you want to continue driving?
Listen,
In Freetown, it's like an agonized chaos. It's crazy.
That's that's what I told him. We got off the ferry, right? The first thing I said, boss, that this is organized chaos. Like, if you look at it on the outside, you're thinking no one here is sane. But when you get inside, everyone's sane. And it's just like, you know when you watch Ants and there's like a line here and a line there, and but nobody's crossing. Everyone's just going their own way.
Yeah.
That's literally Freetown. That's Sierra Leone. I think, obviously, for me, the first time I went, I was a child.
Yeah.
So that experience was already, like I said, it wasn't great. I got sick and all that stuff. I was there for 3 months. I don't know why my parents decided to torture me. They were 3 months. And I got as an adult. And then it's just like all your senses just, you get off, cars shouting, people, this, and you're like, how do you navigate? I don't know how to navigate. Because here when you drive, it's normal. Red light, come, you stop. Yellow light, you can go, it's option. Green light, you go.
Even
Red, you put your window, you keep driving. So it's, here, everything is on a format. There's no format.
Damn.
Brother, it's just you, good luck.
Who comes first goes first.
Literally, that's how it is.
Or who has
You
a
don't
bigger
even know
car?
who has license.
Who has a bigger car goes first.
Brother, you don't even know who has license. So it's not here like when you buy, should I be like, nah, you don't. As long as you're behind car, you're qualified. Literally. So I think I got shit scared about just getting in the car and driving. Because the first time I saw him drive, we literally got there that same day. And this guy jumped in the wheel and I thought, like, this is fucked. I said, these people are insane.
I just jump on,
And I remember the first time I tried with my big MPF. We're supposed to get my credit.
MPF!
That night.
Shout out MPF.
Shout out to MPF. Trust me. Now he'll be here one day.
Another nephew, I'll put him on soon.
We're supposed to get my credit. By the way, he's a very, very good artist. Very good artist. We're supposed to go buy credit. I was like, let's go buy credit. And MPF, he's driven in Sierra Leone before. I'm older than him, but he's driven there before.
But he's driving in Freetown, but he just started driving as well.
Yeah, but like, you don't go before me. You know what I say, post to get you before. You don't matter how long as you don't did it. So I was like, all right, MPF logo. I was like, let's go. I was like, I'll drive down the hill and see how it is. Ask MPF when we came back. I nearly flipped the car.
Damn.
Because the hill was like this. Yeah.
Oh man, that road was something special.
And there's no light. So there's no road, like street lights. It's dark. So I'm like, and one, I'm driving on the wrong side. So I don't know how to do this. So I didn't even get out of the compound that we're staying in. I said, nah, MPF took the key, man.
So that was the first attempt.
That was my first
it's a
attempt.
failed mission.
It came back, failed. I said, I'm never driving. The Sunday,
Yeah.
I think it was just encouragement from you, to be honest. I think
I'm like, we have to drive.
like I think it was just encouragement. I think I just
I
wanted-
drive in front of you, you drive behind me for a bit.
Yeah,
And this man just zoom. Anyway, let me let you explain.
Like, I literally had a driver, we were going back and forth. And I think it was just encouragement. Honestly, like he's saying, bro, you're a qualified driver here. You can navigate the streets of Sydney, Melbourne, anywhere you go, you drive in Australia, right? Why can't you drive in Sierra Leone? I was like, fair enough. I was like, I mean, that means I'm a big man, man. So, you know, if I go pick one, two, I get the guy, you don't tell me this. So I was like, nah. So that day I was like, all right. I think what scared me is obviously one, it's the wrong side of the road. Two, the best advice he gave me, he said, if you don't see a car, just drive in the middle. Because you don't know where
you're on the road. It's your road.
You're on the road. Until you see a car coming left or right, then you navigate.
That's the
so
way
I was
you
like,
drive.
all right, lock in, drive in the middle, no car. So we get down, I'm driving. I'm like, fuck. I almost hit 2 or 3 people. They were cussing me. I stopped again. I said, sorry. I drive. Because we were in the middle of the city. So it's not like, like if you're driving, you know, on the eastern part, it's all right. But when you're on the western part,
It's packed,
we're
man.
staying in the central.
Damn.
So like there's like the market lady.
The market is on the street.
And they move as you come with the car. So they don't move. They see car, they move. They don't move when there's no car. They stay still.
They do the same thing.
Yeah.
No car, you're back.
And then you got bikes on this lane, bikes on that lane, keke on this. It's chaos,
Yeah, that's
man.
lonely roundabout is different, man.
And it's like, just drive straight. Don't turn, don't look who's there.
Don't care about who's next.
give
Don't care
way,
who's on the side.
Just drive straight.
Just put it in the middle and let's go.
I'm like, all right. So I managed to navigate out of the chaos. Now, like it's a
it
Sunday,
becomes
so it's
easy.
all right.
And it becomes
I'm
easy.
driving through the town. I'm like, this is not bad. All right, cool. I don't mind. I drive there, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drive back on my own. So I drive back on my own. I made it. I was so happy, man. I was excited. I asked him that now. I said, give me the keys.
I said, give me the keys. After that,
I
give me the
said,
keys to the
I
city.
said,
It's like, give me
I
the
said, give me the
keys.
keys.
And that was it.
That was it. Like,
Damn.
I think for people that don't understand, sometimes fear is a thing. It's real. But I think once you conquer that, it becomes like natural. Like for me, like it never happened. Like now, literally, I can literally go to Sierra Leone,
Get off the plane
and get off the plane and jump in the car, because I've conquered that fear.
It's part of you now.
Yeah, and I was like he always says, every time I drive on my own, I always think of, if there's no car, just drive in the middle.
But that's
I
the way.
got cussed so many times to drive in the middle. Like, there's no car.
Yeah, that's the beauty. You was in free time, but you haven't gone forever, man. So I don't really want to talk to you about this.
That place is a different beast,
But
man.
we need to get you to Freetown. So when are you going to
Link
Freetown?
up with Fabregas.
When are you going to Freetown? Let the people know, because me, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you the experience of your life. I'll come back to Dopeii because he saw it. But you, when are you gonna be in Freetown so you can see it as well?
Damn. To be honest,
It's 2025, man. What? 19
we
years,
just
20
gonna
years?
Damn.
Man, 20 years, man. Jesus Christ.
204.
You know, I used to be like that. I used to tell him I don't want nothing to do with going.
Yeah.
Nah.
Me too.
For me, I wasn't ready.
That is a big factor too. If you're not ready, it's a different
Don't go.
animal. It's a different animal. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you're not ready, you're not ready. But all right,
But
soon
I'm
come.
coming.
Soon come.
coming soon.
Coming soon.
All right, the date is not there yet, but you're coming soon.
Coming
Oh,
soon.
yeah, one day we'll just go packing bag.
Dopeii. I remember when we were here, you have this list of all this amazing, beautiful, all this amazing white stuff. I'm gonna go see the chimpanzee.
Love me, man.
I'm gonna go to the zoo.
I went to the zoo, but-
My guy, you went to the zoo last.
I went to the zoo. Look,
This man have a list of what? Is it like 8 or 9 things that
like
you really wanted to do?
like 9-10 things.
But we got to Freetown.
But you did one of my things. You went on the island. I was gonna go on the island.
Okay, the island was not even a thing that the island was just okay. Django called me in the morning. That's my cousin as well. Shout out to Django, Wichman Records, Cali Bag. That's our artist, man. Ice Arts is doing great things.
Oh, she's there. Shout out to her.
Wichman
man.
Records, we coming with new stuff. But here is the thing, man. So Django called me in the morning. He's like, Biggs, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing nothing. And then you have the car. Don't forget, you had a good car, I had a shit car. But sometimes if you have a car, let's not even go there.
But there was always two cars parked in the compound.
But I wanted you to experience something that
There's always-
I have experienced.
There's always two cars.
Nah, but the thing is, I wanted you to experience something.
Yeah, the Jeep.
Without fear.
Obviously, like if you look at me, I'm solid. Yeah, I'm a solid guy. So if I'm driving the Jeep, a solid guy in a Jeep looks nice.
This man will leave
But
his
if
car.
I'm driving the Honda's nice, but you know. But
This
you
man will
understand
leave his
something else.
car and say, boss, the other car is there. There's a key. Could you
Where's
believe
that?
that? So me and this guy, we wake up in the morning, right? There's 2 cars. Like he said, there's 2 cars.
There's always-
And sometimes there'll be no petrol in the Honda. He's like, boss, there's enough to get you to the next petrol station.
That's
I
one
left
thing
you
we
the
need to
other
talk
key.
about as well. The petrol. Because I remember I said to
We
you,
need to save that for a whole other conversation.
I said I was gonna fill up the tank.
That's big, man.
You said to me, yeah, I said I was gonna fill up the tank because you know how we fill up the tank. He said to me, you need to go to the market, buy the biggest Ghana must go bag you can, put all the money there, go down to the petrol station,
And offload it to them.
and upload it to them because of the money difference.
The currency is
The currency.
bad, man.
If you fill up the tank, they'll be counting for like the whole day.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's
So
the thing.
you
When
just
you
do 1 or 2 liter, you carry on. When you finish, you come back, you add.
And the thing I
Yeah.
noticed, when you fill up the tank as well, they actually cut your petrol because they know you're getting a lot of petrol. So
Right.
you don't have the time to actually, so they cut on the petrol. So a lot of people buy like small
I'm
bits and
telling you,
pieces.
man, that country is different.
That's how they buy, that's how they sell petrol. But yeah, so.
My list.
Your list, tell me how
Hey,
did you
listen,
accomplish
listen.
your list?
Okay, how we started first, yeah? When this dream became a reality, what we started doing, watching vlogs.
Bro, you watch so many
We watched
vlogs.
so many vlogs.
And
Bro, we
it's
watched
like-
vlog to a point where there was no vlog that we haven't seen. There's no vlog. We have a vlog actually when we go home. There's one we need to watch. There's one we
Shout
need to
out,
watch.
you gotta watch Dopei's
Nah,
vlog
no,
too.
wait, that one's no. The next one, that next one's gonna come correct. That one was just a
Chocolate, we
Was
will
a
give you a
tease-
rundown of how we do
was
Freetown.
a teaser, was a
Okay,
teaser.
when you're ready. But only when you're ready. Because I can't tell you now, because if I
But
tell you
yeah.
now, I'll spoil it.
The vlogs, I got my inspiration from the vlogs, right? So watching the vlogs at home all the time, and me, I like to write stuff on my note. So I watch the vlog, I get the phone, I'm like, this is a nice place. I look at it. Sometimes I Google it, I say, boss, this place is not fine, nice. So I say, yeah, it's good. So I had a list. I was like, I was gonna go to the zoo. I don't like the sand, but
This man have a holiday plan.
we had like Sierra Leone is West Coast, right? I mean, I don't do sand, but come on, man.
There's water everywhere, they're saying.
There's water everywhere, so you have to at least admire your own country. So I was like, I was gonna go to specific beaches and just go chill. And then maybe like there's hotels there. So if you don't like the sand, you can just chill at the hotel bar.
There's a lot of restaurants.
You know,
and
restaurants, all that stuff. So I had all these things. I think I only did the zoo.
Good to know.
I didn't even go to the museum. And the
My
museum,
guy, you gotta pay for this. The experience I'm gonna give you, my
the museum was literally like 10 minutes from the house. I never went. I just went to the zoo. That was it. I think I went to the zoo that day because we had something to do doing the
Yeah, that was
night.
something that was supposed to be happening in that area, and that's
Yeah.
how you went there.
And that's how I went to the zoo. Like I wasn't like planning going to the zoo. So I think all the things that I planned, it just went. Phew.
Yeah, because that's the thing about Africa, man.
You can't plan, man.
You can't really plan
It's
it
one thing a day.
the traffic would change, the weather would change, the people would change, people would be
One
like.
thing a day.
So that's my advice for you. Don't overly plan anything, but just have some key things to do. So
But
now
I still need for complete the list. I get to.
we're gonna finish it.
You gotta finish it.
Maybe next year. Chocolate City, you are a DJ, man, and I'm a big fan of music, right? You know, I'm in the entertainment business.
100%.
I'm a big fan of music. When we started listening to music, we were listening to what?
50 Cent.
Ja Rule,
50
Cent, G Unit. That was
Ludacris.
Ludacris.
Mary J.
Here we go. Like the
Jay-Z,
list goes
Jay-Z,
on.
was Jay-Z.
T.I.P. Yin Yang Twins.
TIP.
Tip.
T-Pain.
That's
Rick
the-
Ross.
That was our music.
The
yeah?
Game.
Don't go too far, man. Just these young cats don't know what music is. But I like the music too. Don't
I
forget.
know like 6 people.
But this is the thing. But back then, in Afrobeat, there was only 4 or 5 artists that was really big. That was
Square,
going
P Square.
internationally, right? So you had your P Squares.
Flavor.
What's the other guy?
Timaya
was around.
Timaya
still.
was around
And
too.
then the Ghanaian dude Sakodi.
Sakodi,
was
yeah.
huge.
Nah, it wasn't Sakodi, it was on Castro.
Castro, yeah.
Castro was there,
Castro
man, yeah.
again, no. Featuring
Featuring
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, Castro was on. Castro was on.
It was Castro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've come from that, and I have my boy. Shout out to Zakoji. He runs the boat party, so you gotta check him out. One Culture Entertainment. He runs the boat party. That man think he was Peter. This man will spray paint his body, trying to activate 6-pack.
Damn.
This man, he's got his photo. I'll find it. This man, he's got a photo of himself with those spray paint. I'm like, dude. I've always been around entertainment, right? So that was our music, and now we have a very, very high level of Afro beats, right? And you got even the UK music. What's it called again? You guys,
Drill.
anything, the drill thing, and then you have the Korean music is making waves as well now.
K-pop.
And what's this? But then now you got Amapiano that made beats sexy. Because back in the days, if you don't put lyrics on a beat,
It's no sense.
nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Now these South African people,
20 minutes you're doing.
they're doing the same thing, is saying the same thing 50 times, but nobody even notices. Nobody even notices because everybody's just
That's
in that.
literally it.
Bro, nobody
Like
even
a song will
notices.
go for 20 minutes, and then everyone's just vibing.
But nobody
And
notices.
it's-
They made that cool. That's their thing, right? Let's give them respect. Shout out to the Amapiano people, man. The South African people, they made that beautiful because they gave into it. You know what I mean? They dedicated time and make it special.
Yep.
And we can enjoy that now.
Oh, 100%.
So you as a DJ, going from that days, now you have all this, everybody's a Lil in the music industry now. Lil what, Lil that. I don't even know how many Lils we have in music. We have
Not
Lil
Lil,
Wayne,
but they all have
but not
babies.
everybody's Lil. And they have random, but anyhow, the music have changed so much. But the Afrobeat and Amapiano really trying to compete with this music
I
now.
wouldn't say
I feel-
compete, boss. They're taking over.
When I say compete, you have Afrobeat artists performing at the NBA All-Star game. Man, that's huge. You got Burna Boy selling the O2 Arena. You got Davido touring around the world. Like, I'm talking about stadiums, right?
Shout out to Afrobeat.
Man, Afrobeat is a thing, man. Afrobeat gave birth to Amapiano. But that's a different story. But this is what I keep saying to people, man. Music has changed so much. And music is so much better now. But it's also so bad. Anybody can make money in music right now. Right?
True.
Because the internet is making
The exposure.
some artists I don't even know anymore. Like back in the days, before you make money in music, you have to be known because you have to buy records.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
Now people just need to watch them. Even they watch it on mistake, even if they mistakenly play your music, that's a view, right? You get money for it. So talk to me about the evolution of all this, how you able to stay relevant.
Well, you see, People call me old school DJ.
But you don't play old school music though.
I don't play old school music. I do play old school music.
Time and place.
Exactly. Read the crowd at the same time. Because your music change according to generations.
Yeah.
You can't have new generation and be listening to Tupac. Not even Tupac. You
Lil
can
Wayne.
Hit 'em
not
up, hit 'em
even like
But everybody know Hit 'Em Up. So that's a generational song. It doesn't matter. That song cross boundaries.
something like Area Code.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Can't lie.
It's Ludacris as well.
See, it's only us that
I was
knows.
born in the 90s, mate.
It's only us that knows. Oh yeah,
I was born in the
Area Code.
Yeah. So how are you able to really stay relevant in all of that chaotic music, but still being a good DJ as well? At the same time, while you're playing old school music, you're known as old school DJ. But when I'm in the club, when you were jamming, man, we're playing some of this new shit, and we dance it better than the new kids
Oh wow,
because we can feel the flow of music, man.
old people does it better.
It's experience, man.
That's it. We have the light of the party.
Yeah. So how do you stay relevant in all of this music? How do you say, okay, I gotta play this song, I gotta play that song. I don't like that song. I'm not gonna play that song. It's not gonna move the crowd. Like, how do you make that decision?
It's a quick thing. I can DJ without my headset. You already know your songs. You already read the crowd.
So muscle memory.
You read the crowd, you're good. You
Okay.
don't even need a headset or headphone to change.
You just
As
let
long
it
as
go,
you know your songs, you know how to read the crowd,
and you're letting it go.
you just let it go. And make sure you're on cloud 9.
So you take them to places.
Oh man, different places, different planets.
All right, that's good. I mean, that's the way to think about it, man. Because you're not really gonna play the right song for everybody.
Nah, you can't
if you
please
can-
everybody.
But if you can play the right song for 90% of the people in the joint, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And if you're lucky enough, you hit 95, and it's fucking amazing.
Bullseyes.
Say no more. Dopey dope. This man talk about area code. You don't know what area code is.
I don't know
What's your
where
postcode?
it is. I've moved to many places.
But yeah, like, so Dopey, you were in the UK, and you like, I know when I'm in your car, you're playing all this UK music. I don't know. Man. I don't really get along with it, but
My brothers.
it's nice. But, so what
Yeah.
what do you think the UK music compared to the American hip hop R&B, and then Afrobeat, and then that 1-2 word song that goes for 25 minutes called "I'm a Piano"? By the way,
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
you get the whistle.
Nah, the whistle's active. I don't know.
So what do you see the transition is?
Drill, honestly, drill. Look, the story behind drill is like whatever they're saying, they've done it and they're gonna do it. That's literally what drill is.
So it's lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It's literally a lifestyle. And it's like 1 or 2 rappers will be like, create a persona and just carry it. But everybody that's doing drill is pretty much, they've done something.
They've done it.
Yeah. Like they said it, they've done it.
So
So
just
you-
like a confession.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't make music when you haven't experienced it yet.
No,
So
so
they're not
that's
lying.
that's
Nope.
literally drill. So drill is like a storytelling, and most of these boys, like the deep drills, like if you listen to like deep drill, people from South London, like Zone 2, like anyone from North, Abs, you know, I could go on and name all these guys, like Tion Wayne before he switched to now more mellow. Before it was like real drill stuff. They've literally done everything they've said on the music, and I think the thing about, because the UK is so chaotic as well, like people think like,
It's organized Africa.
yeah, no, Africa is better. In my personality, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather stay in Africa than like go and live back in the UK. UK is not easy, man. I'm telling people, man. But when you have money, if you're rich, I say all these artists go there, it's nice. If you're rich, you live life.
But when
Like,
you're rich, everything is easy.
you live life. But
Everything.
when you're not rich and you're just like trying to get by, it's hard, man. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people don't understand. Like here, you can work at McDonald's and still be successful.
Be comfortable as well.
So what about the average living? What is it like?
It's bruh. You're looking like, first of all, think of it like you get paid monthly. That's one.
So let's say
thing,
the
right?
middle class.
Middle class is doing okay. But
doing
like
okay?
the thing is, right, here, look like, for example, everybody drives.
Yeah.
Everybody drives. There, it's about maybe 40% of the people that drive. Because Not everybody can afford a car. Yeah. But once you pay your rent, that's pretty much it.
Because of what?
Literally, once you pay your rent, 99% of the people live in blocks or units, apartments, like the big towers.
So like housing.
Housing, yeah. Housing is big there. Crazy.
So you're trying to select the project.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, we don't have projects yet, though.
Listen, if you want to see, that's why I say when you have money, go to
No, I'm
like
just
Fulham,
saying.
go to Chelsea, you know, go to those posh areas. But if you want to see the UK, just get off at either Stratford, go to Croydon. Those are the real places. Like
Damn.
you get the shock. North London, you get the shock, and you're like, you see, you know Africa where they sell market. You see people they do that. They're selling like
Night market.
come and buy. Yeah, night there.
Yeah, I remember they do that in New York as well.
They
pull up on the
sell
side.
by Kukibafa. I used to go there every Sunday to eat in South.
Those are your favorite plazas.
I'm a man.
Like I
I
said,
left
Robbie.
now. I didn't figure out. But like it's
Chakito
they
boy.
took. Nah, suck. They took the concept. They took the concept of Africa, and like they're running with it there. And I feel like it's doing better there. But the music is basically they're telling a story of how everything goes about in the project,
So
in
they-
their lives.
So they live all these lives, and then when they put it in writing, they're actually telling real stories.
Yeah, it's real and it's scary because it's the truth.
And that's why some people resonate with
That's
it.
why
because-
people like, yeah, that's why people resonate and people want to be about that life. So when you
They
listen to
understand
it, it feels this fire. You're like, yeah, you know? Like, it's not like music. People say sometimes music change your life. It's true.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what-
It can make it
100%.
good or bad.
Oh, 100%.
Like, if you listen to music that's just going to poison your mind, you become that. If you listen to music that's positive, you become that. So it's the same thing there. If you listen to all these these hard drillers, you're like, "Fuck, maybe I want to be about that. Maybe let me just see. Then
I
you
wanna
start
try it
hanging out with the wrong crowd. You start doing 1, 2, 3. And the thing is, well, right? All the young boys are driving AMGs and wearing nice clothes. And you are here catching buses. And you are here waiting. And it's cold there, man. It's cold. Imagine you waiting on the bus. It's cold.
Can you
And
imagine?
you see one of the boys just, young guy, just drive past you in a nice car. And you know how he got it. Let's not be oblivious.
Yeah,
You know how he got it.
Let him be.
You
Let
know?
him enjoy his success.
So it's like now you become envious because you want to get that too. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. Let me talk to this guy one day. Hey, yo, what's going on? And he's like, all right, cool. I'll put you on. That's how it starts.
Okay.
It's the lifestyle. There, it's all about the lifestyle. Literally, that's how it is. It's flashy lifestyle.
Maybe that's why I haven't been able to get along with the song because I haven't really listened.
It's all
I don't
about the
really know
lifestyle.
guy.
Well, here, bro, you can just mind your business.
Oh
Be
yeah, this
comfortable.
place is chill, man. This place is one of the chillest
This
places
is
in the world,
chill.
man.
Mind your
chill.
business. But
MYOB, brother.
yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, look, I want to thank you guys for coming through and putting this together. We're gonna talk a lot. There's a lot of things we haven't touched yet, but I feel like there's more to tell. There's more of our stories that needs to be out there,
Definitely.
so people will know. But this is for everybody in the community, all Sierra Leoneans, people from other parts of Africa. I wanted this platform to be about us telling our stories. I wanted this platform to be where you can come and sit down and tell us your life experience, the things you've gone through, and leave a word of wisdom for the young generations coming up. Because I feel like in our African community, we lack role models, you know? And some people see us every day out there. They don't really know how hard we've worked to get what we have right now. But I also have the thing that really stresses me out a little bit is that we've got kids that have stepped on the door of success and then failed. Like all these young athletes, like talk about footballers, that's my sport. But I know a lot of people who's been very, very close to breaking out. And they just fall right below. They even go deeper than where they was. So I feel like if we all get together and sit here and tell us our stories, if somebody learned one thing out of this, what we did today, it'd be amazing.
it's
If
a
you
big
listen to this
achievement.
and laugh about it, at least you know something now about us. You know what I mean? So I want to call on everyone in all the communities, just give me a shout. We learning, man. Anything you have that can improve what we're doing. We're going to fuck up. It's a start, man. But you know what? Fuck it. We're at the stake now. Mistakes are welcome. We'll fix it and we'll want to get better. So if you have any ideas, anything you can add to make this better, feel free to reach out. We're happy to collaborate with anyone who wants to be on board. So I'm an open book. Everybody that knows me knows me. it is what it is. So I'm inviting everybody to come on board. The space is here. If you want to do your own thing, whatever you want to do, we have different level of setups in here. Just contact us. We can get together and do something. But I just want to say, Chocolate, do you have anything to say to the people before we wrap it up?
Don't forget to have fun.
It's a fun part. Dopeii, you want to drop anything there?
This guy came here, I was like, fam, I'm in season. I cannot have fun. I said, come back in April.
Shotgun.
I tell you. Nah, look, I'm happy, like, something that you've talked about is here. So I think it's exciting for people like us. I think it'll be exciting to people to see our relationship as uncle and nephew. Just to see how close we are. Because people don't, sometimes we walk and people don't get it. And they're like, oh, why is this guy, someone that's like older than me, so close to a young man? It's like, it's in the community. It's not known.
It's not just you. I get that also.
Yeah. So it's like, I think it'll be good for the boys out there to kind of see that you can be closer to someone that's older than you, family, friends, whatever. Like, respect goes both ways. And also, shout out to my podcast that's coming back soon. POV, you get me? I gotta plug myself, guys. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my podcast.
We're winning this year, 2025.
That's coming back soon. My co-host right now, she's living life in Kenya. She needs to come back so it can kick off, because this is our studio now. We're taking over the studio, guys. But now when she's back, we're back online. We're taking a long break, but shout out to Ong. Thank you very much for creating this opportunity for us to kind of tell our story here or in your own thing. So it's just like, yeah, big up to you, man. You deserve all your flowers.
100%.
Thanks, guys. So I mean, like you guys said, there's no better way to start than start with the people that knows you from day one. But I'm pretty sure this is not the first time you guys are gonna be here. Gonna be here.
Oh, man.
Every day,
every
anytime,
Saturday.
every Saturday.
I can't get private party.
I gotta blow up my trash.
And shout out to my boy Ray behind the camera.
Turn off space.
We'll talk more. He's got his own business as well. So if you want to do something like this, he's gonna be your plug for all your video needs. He's gonna be able to help you out for all our events as well.
I'll hit him up.
So I mean, we here to promote each other. So let's promote each other's businesses. If we all make a big community where we can make more, then it's good for everybody in that community. So without further ado, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There is gonna be a lot more that needs to be said here. There's gonna be a lot more stories, a lot more things you don't know about people that you work next to or people you see every day. This is a place where there's no boundaries. But the most important thing I can guarantee anybody from now on is it's gonna be fucking fun. I can guarantee that. Because everybody that knows me knows I'm fun, so I can't do something that's boring. Okay?
Believe that. Speaking of fun, I need petrol money.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Speaking of fun, I need to light my blunt.
I need petrol. You know, I live in a village.